Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put the tube together. So the collar is going to go on the tube. Should slide right on up to the holes like that. So it's in place. You may have to sand this a little bit. The pivot, it's a nice snug fit. I sand it and I put a little bit of marine grease. I use marine grease on the gearing and so forth. There'd be some places that I use it, but just to make this slide on a little bit easier. Sand it down, and then of course line up your holes and work it in. Should pretty much go in all the way. Might need a little love to finish tapping in, and then I use just a round pick. You might be able to use a screwdriver or something. Just go in here, and we just want to line up our holes. We just want to make sure everything's lined up, that the tube is lined up with the pivot itself. So we're going to do that. Make sure it's pulled all the way in. Get it in there. Make sure everything's lined up. So let's get those lined up. Then we have some 4mm by 50mm screws. Now, the side with the gear. This is the inside. This is what's facing you. So I like the idea that the heads of the bolts being on the outside. So just start a bolt in there, and then we'll get it started up in there and run it through. And another one. And then we're going to put a washer and a nut on the other side. And those are the 4mm washers, and then the A&N nuts go on here like this, and then they get tightened down. Let's see, I don't have my socket here, my 7mm socket here for this, so I'll just tighten it down like this. And then secure it in like that. And we'll do the other one. Like that. There we go. So there is our tube and pivot connection. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to run the cable through the base, and we're going to get this hooked up to the base. Okay, be right back.